Welcome to the 39th Loyalty Day Parade. For those of you that have sat at this parade every year, you've been sitting here for 39 years. With me today is Jim Pitcairn, and
Good afternoon.
my sidekick for the last few years. And we are also honored to have 18th District Commander of the VFW, Clark Christensen.
Morning.
And for the sake of brevity, if you don't mind me calling you Clark.
Absolutely, works for me.
Okay, sounds good. So Jim, what did you, how do we want to start this out? You've got a lot of history about this parade, don't you, as far as the person?
Yes, this parade is the 39th annual. It was started by William Athens 39 years ago. It has been nonstop since that time. And Mr. Athens started it as a Loyalty Day parade.
And now his family's setting it up.
That's
daughter
correct.
Sharon.
It's been passed on to the kids of the family. And, well, they're not kids anymore.
So I thought it was interesting when we talked to Clark earlier. New Lenox is not the only community to have a Loyalty Day parade, is it?
No, absolutely not. The VFW as an organization honors Loyalty Day as one of its patriotic holidays, including, Memorial Day and Veterans Day and things like that.
Wow. I never knew that. Did you, Jim?
No, I did not.
Wow.
So a little reading up on Loyalty Day on Wikipedia, and it started out as Americanization Day, I believe, in the 20s during the first Red Scare, and they moved it around, and it was moved to this date to replace May Day. May Day was,
Okay.
May Day is similar to our Labor Day in Europe, I believe, and so they replaced May Day with Loyalty Day.
Huh. So would you say that there are numerous VFWs across the country that are doing this on Loyalty Day parade?
At the very least, they're having some sort of program. It may or may not be a parade, but they're definitely doing something for Labor or Loyalty Day. I'm sorry.
So it's a way they're honoring the veterans.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, we won't be able to hear too much. You won't be able to hear too much from us. So we will let the New Lenox Police Chief, who is historically the leadoff, come up first.
Well, Nancy, the lights are flashing, the sirens going, and they're going about 2 miles an hour coming down the road.
Well, there's no emergency, so we're in good. We're okay. Well, see, they're throwing candy, so that's a good thing that they're being slow about it. And so now joining us is the Harry E. Anderson Post Color Guard for 9545. Can I stand up? It's up to you.
All right, Wade.
So who do we have here now?
These are military vehicles from the Veterans Garage. Right here's Paul Barkley. He's the commander of New Lenox Post 9545 here. Hey, Paul. And mixed in here with the military vehicles are the Combat Veterans Association riders.
Ah.
Doing great, Larry. The gentleman right here in this vehicle is the Junior Vice Commander of the state of Illinois for the Veterans of the VFW, Mr. Don Boyer.
Okay, wow.
This is the post.
He's getting a little grief from people on the float. VFW from Joliet. Welcome to New Lenox. Post
Thank you.
367. And the auxiliary.
Cantigny Post, that's
Yeah.
Joliet. They got the top down.
So I think our audience can hear Clark. You know, we hear in the news that the Veterans Association, at least the federal government, just is not living up to the veterans' expectations given all that they've given to this country. Maybe I'll just wait. So can you tell us what a local VFW or any of these organizations do for their veterans?
Absolutely. We try to take up the gaps where the federal government might fall short. We have veteran service officers that are amongst the best in the country that help them and are their advocate for filing claims with the VA. We have funds. We're handing out poppies today, and the funds from that poppy, the poppy collection, go into our relief fund. That's money to help people who are in need, veterans who are in need. It's an immediate help. We also have larger programs at the state and national level that will continue to help them past what the post can help.
Okay. And now what is that?
I think that's the final military vehicle with the Veterans Garage. That's a 5-ton truck. And I believe this is where I must head out.
Oh.
I really appreciate you guys having me. That went really quick. Maybe next year I'll be able to stick around for longer.
Sounds good, but thanks for coming. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I do appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you for visiting us.
And for your service.
Thank you.
The submarine veterans. I think they're in this parade every year, aren't they, Jim?
Yes, they are. I remember seeing them the last couple of years. DAV, Will County. Hi, ladies.
Hi. Chapter 103. So nice that so many people come out after all these years, isn't
Oh,
it?
yes.
Gosh,
Well, it's a highlight in New Lenox
it is.
for as long as it's been going. And here's a couple girls carrying a banner, annual William A. Athens 18th District VFW Post Loyalty Day Parade.
And here comes the fire department.
Yes. Battalion Chief.
The fire district has a pretty good foundation, doesn't it?
Foundation has been very active, yes,
That's
and
great.
have supported the fire district over the last 3 or 4 years.
That's great. And this is our CERT volunteers from New Lenox. Too many to count, which is a great
Yes.
problem to have, isn't it?
Cert.
Gumby. Thank you. And then our emergency services.
Manhattan Emergency Services.
Oh, and Blue Island, that's impressive.
Right.
And the Orland Park Police Department.
Orland Park.
And here's our neighbors, Frankfurt, their fire truck.
Frankfurt Fire Protection District.
Most of the area's fire departments have they have paid staff, correct?
Everybody in the 4 communities have paid staff now.
Well, we see on our screen the Lincoln Way Democratic Organization that not only serves New Lenox, but obviously the Lincoln Way area, with Larry Gilman as the chairman. And they seem to have a good amount of people with them.
You know, our emergency services here in New Lenox just does quite so much, and most of it's behind the scenes. You know, we don't see a lot of it, but they're there.
Hi, John. Thanks. Hi, Larry. There's Mr. Gilman.
They got a great turnout
They
there,
do.
haven't they?
I think they've been in the last few parades, but not this many. That's
Yes.
great.
And behind them, Nancy, the New Lenox Republican Party.
That fine-looking elephant is courtesy of Republican Margot McDermott.
Okay.
And the candy being thrown is courtesy of the Ray Tuminello, Will County Board member, as well as New Lenox Township Trustee Kathy Hilton. So it's great to have both organizations with equal representation.
Good. You know, if I was a kid and I was playing it right, I'd have enough candy for the next 2 or 3 months.
Well, at least till Halloween anyway, right?
Refreshed at Halloween.
Yeah. And this is the Park District. It serves so many kids and families in the village of New Lenox.
Such a wide variety of programs.
They do. And besides them being on their website, they send flyers in the mail or put them in the papers.
Just about anything you would want to do recreational-wise.
Yes, in any age group. That's even, they know.
Yes, the program that they offer.
Exactly. And this is the New Lenox, is that New Lenox Township? I think that's what I saw on the side. It's not yet the...
It must be the township.
It is.
It is. New
There's
Lenox
Kathy
Center.
Hilton. Thank you, Kathy. That's their transportation buses that get seniors around.
That's
How
correct.
nice. Here comes the Knights of Columbus. Right after our, see, we see kids still picking up candy, which is, they don't have a problem with that. And see, it's not like Halloween where their parents probably say you gotta count, you know, they can count it and say this is how much you get. The Knights of Columbus with Father Dick Allen is New Lenox Council 10926, and it's part of the Catholic parish at St. Jude here in New Lenox. They're very active in the community. Formed in 1992, it has grown over to 350 men, making it one of the largest councils in the area. And they certainly, their events include Lenten fish fries, pancake breakfast, blood drives, bunny breakfast, breakfast with Santa, golf outing, along with cooking meals for charity.
It's raining Tootsie Rolls.
And here's Relay for Life. If you ever lost a family member to cancer, you need to go to Relay for Life. It's very, very humbling, upbeat, because there are certainly plenty of survivors there, but it is certainly a community event. And I think it's held at Lincoln Way West, but
Yes.
their website will tell you for sure.
Old Plank Trail Community Bank. We've got all the employees here, Nancy.
Well, they're not open on Sunday, are they? Presumably, but. Hi, Cheryl. Very community-minded bank.
It is, isn't it?
I think they have donated $10,000 to the food pantry for the last couple years.
Yes, they have. Thank
Hi.
you.
Their president's even walking. Now, how, you know, that's pretty admirable. Paul Slade. The Martino Junior High School Band.
Kyle Rinke, director. Well, I bet they're happy. They're marching in the T-shirts.
Yep. You know, and then they decide from this point if they're ready for Providence's or Lincoln Way, you know. As far, I don't know a lot about Providence and its band, but I certainly do about Lincoln Way, having had one child go through it.
Nice sized band.
Yeah, it is. And those parent volunteers.
United Methodist Church. Nancy, on June 24th, they're going to rededicate their property where the current church stands, which is 150 years
Wow.
on June 24th. Originally bought by the Methodist
Are these still
back-
Methodist church members?
Yes, but
Oh, okay, good.
by the Methodist Conference.
Ah. Ugh. Hi.
It was
How are you,
purchased in
Scott?
1854,
Oh.
and during its heyday, they would get as many as 5,000 people
Oh.
come for weekend revivals
Oh my.
on horseback.
Hi,
There's
Bonnie.
the rest of the Methodist Church here.
And then the heroin epidemic, heroin epidemic relief organization. Sad that we need an organization like that, but much needed.
It's probably most prevalent, more so than what probably you and I and the community realizes.
Unless you have someone that's been involved.
That's
then
correct.
It's sad but necessary organization. And now we have some scouts coming.
Cub Scout Pack 6.
Well, I think they got the Daisy Scouts coming here first
Okay,
with the
first.
blue. Yeah. Only because I had a couple Daisy Scouts
got
do I
some
know
Daisy,
the difference.
okay. Well, they got their American flag.
Yes, they do.
They're waving it. They all look happy.
Yes. Now we've got some Brownies and some Juniors.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got quite a few Girl Scouts coming this way.
Girl Scout Troop 75, 184, all decked out in
They
their
are.
patriotic uniform there.
Look at all those badges. They've been very busy. And now a Brownie troop. I love the way they're represented. Every year, here come the Cub Scouts.
Boy Scouts. Boy Scout Troop 49.
So see, New Lenox, if you have a child that's interested in scouting, boy or girl, there are opportunities. I'm sure if you Google search for those local clubs, you can easily find them. And then the parent volunteers, they can't do it without them. Now we have the New Lenox Public Library. Love the library. They have many events. I mean,
Yes.
you could really look on their website and find the different events that they have and classes, and most of them are free. Hey, Bonnie. Linda! There's the two winning candidates from the library election. Hey, Ed. Thank you.
Ed Tatro.
Hi.
There's another one.
Yeah. That's Lou. More Scouts. I think this is Boy Scouts. Yep, they got the... More Pack 94. Somebody's got a truck connection.
They gotta have better aim if they're gonna try and hit us.
Well, it's not the Baseball Association.
Yeah.
Thanks for serving.
Hi, Doc. How you doing? That gentleman is a doctor in the emergency room, Silvercross Hospital.
Wow, Andy has time to be a volunteer for the Scouts.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
He's got 4 kids.
Wow.
Listen to
Cub
this
Scouts.
here.
Up there. I got a pretty good shot of them.
Yes. Scouts have been well represented.
They
haven't
are. Boys and girls alike.
Girl Scout group.
Yay. Hi. Troop 254. And now here comes the... Is that Lincoln Way? It sure is. The ROTC,
The
right?
ROTC. Air
Okay.
Force ROTC. Lincoln Way Central.
program's been in effect for a long time, hasn't it,
Yes,
at
it
Lincoln Way?
has. Yes, it has. I want to say probably 30 years.
Oh, wow. And now the New Life Church Cadets,
Yes.
club number 2717. The Maker Fun Factory. It looks like Vacation Bible School. Seems awfully early to be thinking about that, but they got to get ready.
Yes. We got to warm up a little bit.
Now we have the Liberty Junior High Band.
We're fortunate to have 2 active junior highs in our town.
Yep.
And their bands have always been great.
Perfect day for the kids to be marching. Not too hot, not too cold. Nice little breeze. Well, that kind of says it all, doesn't it? God bless our troops.
I see that.
I think it's so nice when people see a serviceman who's a stranger and they thank him or her for their service. It's just so, I think it's heartening for them, and it's a way of respecting their service as well. Oh, this is
Jarriel Church of Christ Vacation Bible School.
See, they're getting ready too.
Yeah, they are.
Register online, so all the dates and the details will be there.
Members of the congregation.
It's a pretty good number of people. We got some, thank you. She was saying free vacation Bible school.
We're good. We're
No,
good,
thank
sir.
you very much, though. We got some. We got some. Thank you. It's a great idea. I don't remember people doing that
Yeah.
before.
We have it. Oh, look at this little car here.
Yeah. Well, this is the MVP Chiropractic, which is on Route 30. You never know when you're going to need a chiropractor.
Relatively new business in town.
No, they've been here actually.
Okay.
A few years.
Beautiful
Sure.
looking
Oh.
Chevy Camaro.
Thanks. Oh, I bet this is the taekwondo.
Look at that blow up there on top of that
That's
pickup.
cute.
Huh?
Young's Champion Taekwondo. They are over by Bluestone Commons, where Bulldog Ale House is. So another activity for the kids of New Lenox to get involved in. Everybody has different strengths and desires,
Right.
correct?
Kids in front with mom and dad walking in the back.
Absolutely. Okay, I think I see the New Lenox Lions Club.
Yeah, and they brought their lion along today.
They certainly do worthwhile things for the community. Hey, Lynn, how are you? Oh,
I would agree. Yes. Hi there, Lions.
hey, Brian. Thank you. Hi, Lori. Oh, I'll bet is the Stone City Kennel Club. Tail Waggers Dog Training Kids Club for kids.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob. How are you? Good. You know, I seriously took my dog to training once, and I learned more about the dog than probably the dog picked up, but it's still so good to have that communication with your animal, especially when it could hurt them. You know, if they're running or they could pick up a pill that you drop on the floor.
Sure.
So important.
I have a 6-pound Shih Tzu that never met anybody they didn't like. And I tell the people, he can only bite from the ankles down. You know, you got nothing to worry about.
Look at that, so cute.
Oh, got the tongue hanging out.
How about that? That's pretty clever in the eyes and the visors. That's cute. Oh.
Yeah, and a little dog riding there.
They are on Laraway Road, I believe, just a little bit farther east of Calistoga.
Yes.
On the north side.
On the north side there.
Yeah.
Been there for a long time.
They have.
Girls softball.
There we go. Cameras
Look
up
at
there.
that.
Cameras up there. Wave up there.
They're kind of enthusiastic.
Yes, they are. Aim for the cameraman. Sure, he's down here. The kids think that we have the camera, and I'm like, up there. TCBY. These are more softball players. So nice that there's so many businesses that sponsor these teams.
It is, isn't it?
It really is. Just shows community support. Hi.
Hi.
Glad you're with us.
Well, there's first one I caught.
A+ Dental.
We got a minute or two. We got some activities going on in the village as far as building is concerned.
Well, here he comes, you know, the mayor.
Oh.
How did he know that you were going to ask that question?
I didn't see him.
Oh, there they are. Jimmy, how are you?
I'm good.
Nancy,
hey,
how are you?
good.
How's everything going?
Good.
You had to know this was me because there was a big gap in the line, right? I'm always holding up the show. How's everyone doing?
Good.
We're doing fine. Beautiful day.
Oh, perfect day.
Jim just asked me what's going on in the village, and up you walked.
Well,
so.
you know what? Who better to answer that question than our economic development person? So you enjoy that, Nancy. Thank you both for being out here for all you do.
Thanks for coming
up. It's great to see you. My pleasure. Take care. We'll see you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he threw it back to you,
Yeah, he
didn't
did. Well, you know, that's what they pay me for.
Okay.
So we'll let the truck get by. Public Works. That's why your streets get cleared. So our Route 30 in Cedar with CVS and an 8,400 square foot building just east of that with Durbin's and Fleckenstein's Bakery and Zembar Jewelers and another deli. They're supposed to break ground in the spring. Let's all remember, spring goes to June 21st.
Okay.
And also that they hope to be going through the approval process now. So they've got their ducks in a row.
Yeah. Be a short time, definitely sometime this summer.
Yes. Of course, they'd like to be up and built before the bad weather hits, and let's
Sure.
just hope that all happens. That corner will be amazing. And here comes Lincoln Way.
Lincoln Way High School combined band.
So
and
these are the 3 schools?
3 schools,
Wow.
East, Central, West, with over 300 people in their band. Being led by the flag girls of the 3 schools. What an array of horns there, huh?
Yes. They sound amazing.
The bandwagon.
So while the band truck is going by, I'll also say that there's a few vacant buildings in New Lenox. Let me assure you that people are looking at those on a regular basis. They're not just sitting there with no interest whatsoever.
Well, good.
And as soon as the village has somebody that is actively going in there and is approved to do it, if they need any type of approval, we will let the community know. We appreciate that citizens want the aesthetics and the appearance of their community to be beautiful, and we're certainly working on that. And empty buildings tend to affect that to a negative extent, but we're working on it.
Okay. Well, that keeps you busy in your position then.
It does. And having been a former trustee, I got to tell you, hey, look at that. Rogue curbside kitchen. We continue to have a great board that is very open to business. You know, they're very open to business as far as welcoming new businesses. A chamber that helps them get to know other businesses in town. So it's a great place. And businesses stay here. They really do. Even the small ones that are independently owned.
Kenrich Concrete Raising.
Yeah. J-Town Eatery. And we're going to be coming to the end pretty soon, but we've got one more truck here, I think, and that's it. Figures that the police would begin it and they would end it. Well, Jim, this has really been delightful today, especially with District Commander Christensen joining us. It was really a pleasure to have him and get his input on things that I know I'm unaware of or take for granted because they just haven't touched my life.
That's true, and he is a product of the village of New Lenox.
Looks like there's somebody else coming here. We will always be the home of proud Americans, and
that's true.
I think this parade certainly shows that. But We don't do this parade by ourselves, certainly. We have a wonderful team of Channel 6 volunteers that make this possible to bring it into your homes so you can see how engaged the community is. And we're just glad to be a part of it. Next year's the 40th, so put on your seatbelts because I'm sure they will have a lot of celebrating to do. Not that they don't every year.
This parade was very well attended by basically a lot of New Lenox people, plus the military.
Yes, and we can only see the view on South Cedar. They're all the way down on Haven, but it's great to see that support. So, Jim, thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you. My pleasure, Nancy. Thanks for giving us an update on what's going on in New Lenox, and look forward to working with you next year.
Well, thank you. And, you know, if you ever have any questions about what's going on in the village, and I say that openly, call. You know, don't make assumptions that things are all bad or they're not moving fast enough. We can tell you where things are.
Yeah, the mayor and the village trustees have always been very open about anything that's really happening within the village.
Yeah, my experience is they take their jobs very seriously, and they appreciate the fact that the community had voted them in office and had confidence in their abilities.
Well, the mayor's in his third term.
Yes, he is.
And he really hasn't had opposition per se in that position. So
just once, but he pulled through it.
Yeah.
So
I think people are very satisfied with what's happening here in New Lenox.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you for letting us come into your homes today, and stay tuned for more great Channel 6 programs.
Bye.